In 1994, Mike Nordlum and his wife Leslie purchased an electronic repair shop, Cascade Electronics, in Portland, Oregon.
I was in electronics, and so the owner wanted to sell the business. Kind of felt like this is something we really need to do. This could be great financially for our family.
However, in 2001, Mike and Leslie saw a downturn in business.
We realized that business slowed down a lot, and people were holding their money back, and we did see a time where it got pretty bad. We laid off some of the employees, so I started doing most of the work myself. And it is challenging because there's some times where we realize that maybe we didn't pay ourselves that month.
With their company in the red, Leslie began to pray about their giving. The couple had always tithed 10% of their personal income, but Leslie also wanted to tithe off of their business. Mike was reluctant.
We had gotten on track with our personal stuff, but trying to get on track with business was difficult. So I was like, Lord, if you want this to work, you're gonna need to speak to my husband.
She said, there's so much more for us. And so I said, well, let's give it a shot. I released her and said, all right, wherever you think is important.
Mike and Leslie decided to give 10% of their business income to other ministries. In December of 2010, they became 700 Club partners.
When we started getting the 700 Club, I saw a significant change. And I'm like, I don't know how it happens, but there's always enough. God always makes sure it's paid. There's always enough. And we even have savings. We've never had a savings in all the years that we actually had the business.
There's a lot of businesses that in the Portland area that we know of that have gone out of business. And we're still in business. And we hear that all the time. How are you in business? And it's like we have the favor of the Lord. Had we held onto our money and not tithed, who knows where we would be.
Since starting to give from their business, their income has increased so much that they now give 5 times their starting amount to CBN.
And I will tell you that if you limit God, you'll be limited. If you trust God, the sky's the limit.
Stand in faith on it, pray about it, give, and start watching what God does.